Oh my goodness, it is the fourth quarter of 2019 already. The year has gone by so fast. So here's the deal. This is the time of year that I know you're probably thinking about what you want to shift and change for the upcoming year. You've reflected upon the goals you set at the beginning of the year, whether you accomplished them or not. But this is the time that you want to think about what directions and what steps you need to take in order to accomplish the goals that you want to see happen for the next year. So for this video, we're going to focus on the finances in terms of getting a better job. So if you are in the market, or you haven't worked in a while and you want to get into the market, or you're working with a company and you're not happy, or you're not happy with your pay, then I'm going to show you 6 top reasons why your resume gets rejected or ignored. So those 6 reasons are coming up next, and stay tuned and get your resumes together and see if you fall victim of these reasons. Coming up next. Okay, let's get started. If you have not gotten a copy of your resume, I encourage you to pause the video, go get a copy, just so you can make sure that you are not a victim of the 6 reasons that we're going to go over. Now, I know you probably have asked yourself, why would a healthy lifestyle coach concentrate or want you to be aware of what could stop you from getting the dream job or a job period that you need in order to improve your finances? Well, as a healthy lifestyle coach, I know chronic stress is one of the top reasons why having a healthy life is a challenge. And finances is one of the stress cursors that could put you in a chronic state of stress. And the human body is not supposed to be in that state. So what I want you to do is to look at your resume to see if you can get a better job, or it may expose to you that you need to move into a whole different career path too. So once you start doing a little bit more in-depth thinking about your resume and where you want to go with your career. So we're going to get started with this. So, and I have written them down, and I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea on what you can do to overcome this. So let's get started. Okay, and this is not in any particular order. If I just want to go through the list, and then you can just determine for yourself by self-examining your resume to see if you fall victim of this. So the first one we're going to go over is that your resume is a mismatch for the job that's being posted. So what does that mean? Even though you know, when you look at that job descriptions and the responsibilities that it requires, you know that you could possibly do that job with your eyes closed. But the way you translate your experience, it could be confusing to the hiring manager, where they cannot visualize you actually doing the job. So you've got to learn how to make your resume match the language that they're using in their environment. So there's a way that you can do that so that they can see you, they can visualize you operating successfully in that position. So that's one of the first things, is that your resume, your experience may not match the job posting, and so it'll get rejected if it's confusing, or they feel like that this is not quite a perfect fit, and then they'll find someone else that is. That's the first one. So the second one is that your resume is not visible to ATS. Now, some of you may not know what that is. ATS stands for Application Tracking System. This is an electronic system that hiring managers use to put in a bunch of parameters about the job that they are seeking, the job position that they're seeking. And when your resume goes through this system, it's looking for these parameters. And if it doesn't find those parameters, then it overlooks your resume or totally reject it, because both pathways end up no interview. So what you'll need to know how to do is to put those parameters in your resume so that it'll pop to the top for that ATS tracking system. Now, whether you're going through the job through the company or a job placement agency, because the job placement agencies actually collaborate with their customer, which is the hiring company, on setting the parameters within that ATS system in order to provide them with the right candidate that they're seeking to fulfill that position. That's the second reason. Okay, let's go over the third reason. Now, your resume may be too wordy. Now, that is another area where if it passed the ATS system and get to a human that's actually going to eyeball your resume, if it's too wordy, they may set your resume aside and pull another resume that's easier to read. So the objective or the solution to that is to change your resume to short action result sentences, so that when that hiring manager look at your resume, they can quickly see what you're able to do, what your skills are, what your experiences are. So they don't have to try to figure out, having to sit by the beach with some coffee and meditate on your resume, because they just don't have the time to do that. One job posting could get thousands of applicants, and to have a way to filter through that, to decrease their time on getting this applicant, especially if they're looking to hire someone immediately. Now, if there's a projection of time that they don't have to hire someone for the next 6 months, now you might get lucky. But for the most part, if it's too wordy, that thing could get kicked over to the side, and that's not your goal. Your goal is to get a phone call and say, yeah, we need you to come and interview for this job. Okay, so the fourth reason is that you may have unemployment gaps, or you may be currently unemployed. Well, there is a way that you can set your resume to help overcome that challenge. Now, for some hiring managers, that may not be a problem, but you don't really want to take a chance on that being the reason that your resume is being rejected. So there's a way that you can set your resume up and not lie on your resume, but show the other things of value that you learned during this time that you may not been working, or whatever reason that may be. So you want to find that there is a way that you can eliminate that being a reason for rejection, even if it is true that you had a short period of time or a long period of time of being unemployed, especially if you've been a house mom or a house dad for X amount of time, and the things that you learn, or the things that you were responsible for, your skills, the things that you had to do, you can put that on your resume. It's okay. You can. It's a new day. All right. So that's the fourth thing. And the fifth thing, and this one is one that you need to click on all of your social media accounts, and that will be providing a negative or offensive image or character of yourself on your social media profiles. Because whether you know it or not, a lot of companies Google your name and search your name in the social media that they want to see if your character would fit within their job culture. And so you could be qualified, you could be the top candidate, your resume could match, you can pass all the little check boxes, but if your social media account provides a character of you that is offensive, and they know that you're going to cause them a lot of liability by being an employee with their company, then your resume will most definitely get rejected. So that is the fifth reason. Now, the sixth reason, that your accomplishments are not definitive enough. So depending upon the type of career path that you're in, your accomplishments will weigh very heavy with an employer on making a decision to bring you on board on their team. And when I say definitive, you want to make sure that they can clearly see how you can accomplish two things that most companies are looking for. They're looking for you to be able to make them money or save them money. And that could be in terms of bringing on business, retaining business, or creating a better way of operating the business in order to maximize assets and to streamline how they do different processes. So if your resume is not definitive enough to show what your gifts, your talents are capable of doing to bring them a benefit or be an asset to them, then that is going to be a challenge. Now, if you do get the interview and you're a little vague in this area, be ready to have a line of questions that they're going to want you to answer to help clarify exactly how you are going to be an asset to that company. So those are the top 6 things. Now, there are some other reasons that could possibly cause your resume to be rejected, and but these are the top 6 that I found from just working with some friends on their resume when I was helping them trying to get a better job, or to help the employer see a better value in them and what they can bring to the table. So if you've taken your resume and you see that your resume may have these elements in, or if you check your social media and you're getting a lot of negative feedback from comments, that will be your key on the social media end of it. If you're getting a lot of negative feedback on your comments, then you probably want to take that private. I'm just saying. But as a healthy lifestyle coach, one of the things that I've committed myself to do is to never present a problem without a solution. So with that said, if you would look in your show notes, and you can take a look at a second video that I've already created, entitled How to Quickly Get Multiple Job Interview Invitations. And that particular video introduces my online course entitled Resume Transformation, and it's a course designed to transform your resume into an interview magnetic resume. And it includes 5 modules. There are 27 sessions, and they depict step-by-step videos. I have templates, I have samples to show you exactly how to transform each section of your resume. And what I've done is I've arranged each module sequentially so that by the end of the course, your resume will have been totally transformed into an interview magnetic resume. Now, in addition to getting interviews, this course is also designed to increase the value in the eyes of your hiring manager, simply because of the way I help you pull in your experiences that you've had over the years, and that the more value they see in you, they are more likely to offer you the top dollar. Now, with the membership, it is a one-time fee, but it also gives you 24-hour access, and you will be a lifetime member. And the reason I set this course up that way, because technology has definitely changed the game on how we apply for jobs. And so anytime that there has been some type of perpetual update affecting the job search industry, I'm going to put those best practices and insider secrets in there and email you and let you know that there has been an update to certain sections, so that when you decide to revamp your resume because now you're ready to go to a different job, that information will be there for you all time. So you will have a lifetime membership. Once you invest in the course, it's your course for the rest of your life. Now, here are some of the things that you're going to learn in this course. How technology has changed the game on how you actually apply for jobs postings. Also, the second thing you're going to learn is how to word your work experiences to perfectly match the job posting from any company. Thirdly, I'm going to show you how to strategically create short action result sentences to quickly reveal your value to the hiring personnel. And fourth, how to include unemployment gaps in a positive light. And yes, that is correct, on your resume. I'm going to show you how to include unemployment gaps in a positive way. And the fifth thing is how to make your resume rank top with any ATS system. That's the application tracking system. And the sixth thing you're going to learn is how to align your job title name with the various job title names company use so that you will never miss an opportunity. And the seventh thing is how to overcome social media profile issues to avoid your resume being rejected. And the eighth thing is techniques on how to ask for the job during the interview. And yes, you heard it right. I'm going to show you how to ask for the job during your interview. And lastly, the best practices on how to handle any community volunteer experiences that you have, your references, awards and honors, technical skills, your accomplishments and achievements, and the education according to your career path. So I'm going to show you how to handle those things uniquely to your career path. And then the other thing, now here's the thing that I know you know, that if you get the interview, that's what this resume transformation course is designed to do. It is designed to have your phone to ring off the hook, giving you an opportunity to have an interview. Well, once you get the interview, the secret to getting multiple offers, job offers, is to sell yourself at the interview. So I would encourage you to see the video entitled How to Quickly Get Multiple Job Interview Invitations. So I hope that this video helped you to take another look at your resume to see if you have fallen victim of the 6 reasons why your resume may be rejected. And this is probably a time that you want to reflect upon your interview, especially if you're unhappy with your job or you're unhappy with your pay, to see if you just didn't translate the value that you can bring to your company, and revamp that so that the next job opportunity that you can definitely get the most that they will be willing to offer you, because you now are able to translate your your value based upon your job experiences. So as a healthy lifestyle coach, I am on board with you to remove stress, and this is one of the top pillars of pre-stress curses, which would be financial stress. So that is one of my mandates, is to help you to remove stress out of your life. So this is Trina, your Kingdom Lifestyle Coach. I hope this video blesses you in every possible way. So I'll see you on my next life-changing video.